What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 20 of our Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Redux walkthrough. In the previous video, we encountered the legendary Pokemon Virizion. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch it. We knocked it out by accident. We also battled the Hoenn gym leader Winona, who was quite a tough battle. And finally, we made it to the Route 9 shopping mall, Shopping Mall 9, and we explored the entire shopping mall. There were a ton of awesome items and TMs to buy there. And in today's video, we're going to keep exploring Route 9. We just found a hidden grotto here with a Magnemite. And Magnemite is the Pokemon I've actually been looking for quite a while. I think we got quite lucky stumbling into Magnemite. We are going to try and catch it, and I do want to try and add it to our team. We're currently using Ampharos, who is also really strong, but I haven't used Magnezone in a playthrough before, and I'm quite excited to give Magnemite a go and try and evolve it into Magnezone and see how it is, see if it's stronger than Ampharos or not. So we're going to add it to our team and try and level and train it up. In today's video, we are also going to try take on the next gym leader, Drayden. We've just arrived at his gym now, and his gym looks absolutely unreal. Drayden is the dragon type gym leader, and whoa, this whole gym looks like it's a giant dragon, and Drayden is right at the top. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get up to the top there to reach him. And dragon type Pokemon are generally weak against ice type, fairy type, and other dragon type moves. So keep that in mind when taking on the trainers and Drayden himself. Try use Pokemon with ice type moves or dragon type moves or fairy type moves. Those will all be super effective. Okay, and after you defeat each trainer on each level, this dragon is kind of like a lift, and you can navigate which way you want the dragon to go. So you can choose to go up, left, right, or down. And I can't get over how cool this gym looks. It looks absolutely epic. So you just have to step on the direction pad and then back into the middle, and that's the way to direct it. So we are going to try take on a few trainers here, try get some experience, and then hopefully take on Drayden himself. We've heard that Drayden is one of the strongest gym leaders. We've heard so much about him and how strong he is, so I can't wait to take him on. And as you guys know, I have a Dragonite in our team, which is a dragon type Pokemon, so I'm very curious to see how it holds up against the dragon type gym leader. But now finally we have reached the top and Drayden is ready to battle. Let's see what he's got and see if we can beat him. Drayden's first Pokemon he sends out is a level 59 Druddigon, which is a super cool dragon type Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that I feel deserves another evolution. It's not really appreciated all that much, but we have gone with our Dragonite to start things off, and Druddigon has knocked out our Dragonite in one shot, which is super surprising as our Dragonite was leveled up higher than it. But next up we have sent out Blastoise to try and finish Druddigon off. And Drayden has used a Hyper Potion, so Druddigon is back at full health. Dragonite had almost knocked it out, but now it's back at full health. So we're going to try and hit it with a few ice type attacks. Our Blastoise does have a Rocky Helmet attached, so every time we get hit, Druddigon will take a little bit of damage if he uses a physical attack. And now we're going to use a Hyper Potion on Dragonite. We did revive it, so we pretty much sacrificed Blastoise to bring Dragonite out again. But Dragonite's going to be one of our star players, so we have to try bring it back into battle. we can't have Dragonite knocked out that easily. And yes, Dragonite has knocked out Drayden. And the next Pokemon Drayden is going to send out is Flygon, which is a dragon and flying type Pokemon. And I've used Flygon before in another playthrough, and I know its speed is super fast. Luckily, we attack it first and paralyze Flygon, so it didn't even attack against Dragonite, it was paralyzed. And Dragonite knocked out Flygon. The next Pokemon Drayden is going to send out is Charizard. Ooh, wow, okay. I don't think Charizard is actually classified as a dragon type, even though it probably looks the most like a dragon type. But it's cool that he has Charizard in his team. Charizard is the fan favorite, the king of fire type Pokemon. But we're going to keep Dragonite in and try and hit it with some water attacks. As you guys know, Dragonite does have Surf, so we're going to just keep trying to hit it with Surf. And our Dragonite takes a lot of damage. I'm not sure if we're actually going to knock out Charizard. And I didn't show you guys, but I have added Magnemite to our team, so it's going to get a lot of experience from all these Pokemon. If we can knock them all out, Dragonite should level up. We should have him to around level 50 soon. It's just leveled up to level 47. And Dragonite knocked out Charizard. So Dragonite has performed super well. It's already knocked out 3 Pokemon. And Dragonite avoided Haxorus's attack. Haxorus missed us, surprisingly. And we almost one-shotted it. So we're going to try hit it with extreme speed now. And booyah! Yes, we've knocked out 4 of Drayden's Pokemon. Dragonite has been an absolute weapon in this battle. And now Drayden is going to send out one of his strongest Pokemon, his Salamence, who I think is absolutely epic. Luckily, we can hit Salamence first, so we do cause a fair amount of damage. But I think Dragonite's luck has ran out. We have unfortunately lost Dragonite now, but we still have 4 Pokemon remaining. Well, 3 excluding Magnemite, because I don't think Magnemite can battle just yet. It's just brand new. But next up, we're going to send out our Gigalith, which is now level 60. And we have knocked out Salamence, so Gigalith has done an awesome job. And I think this is Drayden's final Pokemon. And his last Pokemon is Altaria, also level 59. So you want to make sure most of your team is around level 58 to 60 before taking on Drayden. And I'm surprised Gigalith's Stone Attack isn't all that effective against Altaria. We normally use Stone Edge on flying or dragon type Pokemon. And it doesn't seem to be causing all that much damage unless Altaria has super high defenses. But we'll keep attacking and see how much damage we can do. If Gigalith can't knock it out, we've still got 2 other Pokemon that we can send out. I know Gengar should put up quite a fight too. But Altaria is doing some serious damage, and it looks like Gigalith is just hanging in by a thread. Gigalith has gotten Altaria down to half HP, so not a bad job by Gigalith. But Altaria is holding a leftover, so we do want to try and knock it out as quickly as possible. We don't want to give it too many turns to heal up each time. So next up, we're going to send out Gengar, and Gengar just one-shotted Altaria. I have told you guys previously that Gengar Sludge Bomb is super strong. And as you can see, our Magnemite is currently evolving. So we are going to have a Magneton now. And booyah! There we have it. It looks absolutely epic. I can't wait to evolve it again into Magnezone. I just need to figure out how to evolve it. I think you've either got to use an item or use an item in a special area or something. So we'll look into that. But we've obtained our 7th gym badge, Pokemon up to level 80 will obey us, and we've also received the TM Dragon Claw, so we might be able to teach that to Dragonite. But that was a super fun battle, and Drayden has an epic team. If I had to use any gym leader's Pokemon team as my own, I think I would definitely choose Drayden. He's got so many sick looking Pokemon. Charizard and all the dragon type Pokemon, Salamence and Druddigon, really cool team. But now as we exit, Drayden runs off. He says he wants to show us something. So I don't know where exactly he ran off to, but we'll try and see where he is. Oh, okay, there's a little alley up the road next to the Pokemon Center, and I don't think we've explored this little road. He invites us into a strange building. I don't know what this building is yet. Maybe it's Drayden's house. And now he's going to tell us a bit of a story all about Zekrom and Reshiram. So if you're interested in following up on the story and the history of those legendary Pokemon, definitely read up all about it. Drayden also tells us about the DNA splices, which I believe are used to fuse some of the legendary Pokemon together. So hopefully we'll be able to find that item. And all of a sudden, the whole ground shook. Drayden and I rushed out, and we see one of Team Plasma's boat ship things hovering over the city. And it looks like it's about to attack the city. The huge cannon has just come out. What the heck is going on? It's about to send a blast to the city, and it's just frozen half the city. It's just blasting everywhere. Everything's turning into ice. Hopefully we don't get hit. What on earth is going on? It looks like half the city is blocked off by ice now. Whew, that was close. Drayden and I just made it. Drayden has sent out his Haxorus to try and break through the ice, and it looks like it can't do it. The ice is just too thick. It can't be broken. So I don't know what we're going to do now. This is a tricky situation. And all of a sudden, Team Plasma arrives. It's Zinzolin and the Grunts. So they're behind this attack. I should have known. How many times do we have to beat this Zinzolin guy before he gives up? And I thought they wanted to battle, but they just ran off all of a sudden. And Drayden also ran after them. So now we are going to catch up with them again at the Pokemon Center. And now we're going to look around. So some areas of the city are blocked off, and some of the areas have ice. So you kind of slide along the ice. But we're going to try and explore and see who we have to find or battle to continue on with the story. There seems to be Team Plasma Grunts everywhere. They've completely taken over the city now. And now we're trying to chat to all of them to see if we can figure out any more information. And when we did talk to Drayden, he said we should go to his gym. So I think that's where we've got to go. Maybe we will find Zinzolin there. So let's go and check out Drayden's gym. I'm not sure how we can get there. This ice has made it a bit tricky. I think we have to go all the way around in like a loop to try and reach the gym. And yes, it looks like we have made it, and Zinzolin is here. So let's see if he wants to battle. And yes, he does. So we're going to take on the Plasma Boss Zinzolin once again. He's got 5 Pokemon on his team this time around, and his first Pokemon is the Ice and Grass type Pokemon, Abomasnow. So that's an interesting Pokemon. It's a really cool choice to add to your team if you're looking for an Ice and a Grass type. I love using dual type Pokemon. Unfortunately, we had Blastoise up front, which is weak against grass type attacks. So Blastoise got knocked out, but now we have sent out Gengar, and Gengar has just knocked it out with its Sludge Bomb. Definitely be careful of Gengar's Sludge Bomb. It is not to be underestimated. But now Zinzolin's next Pokemon is Drifblim, and Drifblim caused some serious damage to Gengar. I don't think Gengar's gonna win this battle because it is weak against Ghost and Dark type attacks, I believe. So Drifblim knocks us out. I think we're gonna send out our Metagross next. Hopefully Metagross can do better. Its psychic attack should be super effective. So if we survive, we might be able to knock it out. And yes, we hit it with psychic and we almost knock it out. It hangs in by a thread, but our second attack should definitely do the trick. But Metagross has been knocked out, so things are not looking good. Drifloon did inflict some damage on itself, so it also got knocked out luckily. But now Zinzolin is sending out Cryogonal, which is an ice-type Pokemon. And it's probably one of the strangest Pokemon out there. It's like an ice flake with a sad crying face. But we send out Gigalith and Gigalith one-shots it. Zinzolin is going to send out Walrein next, which is a super strong water and ice type. I think if we get hit by a water attack, Gigalith is going to be in massive trouble. One thing my team is missing is a strong grass type Pokemon. That's probably a bit where my weakness lies. But Gigalith has been almost knocked out. The water attacks from Walrein are just too strong. Gigalith has been knocked out, so we should actually send out Magneton. Its electric attacks will be super effective, but unfortunately its level isn't high enough and it doesn't have very much battle experience. I think its EVs are still empty. So we do sacrifice Magneton to revive Dragonite again. So we'll see if Dragonite can do anything to help. If anyone can, Dragonite should be able to help us because it's the strongest Pokemon on our team at the moment. And yes, we hit Walrein with our attack. We knock out half of its HP. If Dragonite can survive, we should be able to knock it out in the next turn if we are lucky. Our Dragonite is poisoned though, so things are not looking good. We are going to use a Hyper Potion. This could buy us a little bit more extra time. And luckily, Walrein uses the attack Protect. So it didn't cause any damage to us, but the poison is still eating away at our HP. This Walrein is definitely Zinzolin's strongest Pokemon, and it's got this Ice Body ability that heals it after each turn, and it's also holding a Leftovers, so it's actually a beast of a Pokemon. I'd be curious to use it. But finally we knock it out with a critical hit. Walrein is being knocked out, and Zinzolin sends out Weavile, which is level 60. So this is the strongest Pokemon in his team by level. But I think the previous Pokemon, Walrein, was definitely the strongest. And this battle has been crazy tough. I wasn't expecting Zinzolin to be this hard, but his team is actually super jacked, and he's only got 5 Pokemon in his team. I was actually struggling a fair amount in this battle. So now it looks like we're gonna try and revive our Pokemon again. If we didn't have revives and potions, we would have lost this for sure. So we're gonna send out Gigalith and see if Gigalith can help knock out Weavile. Weavile's speed is so fast that it always attacks first just about, and it almost one-shots any Pokemon I revive. Gigalith seems to be one of the few Pokemon that can actually withstand its attack. We use a Hyper Potion on Gigalith, and this should definitely be enough to knock out Weavile now. If we can hit it with 1 or 2 more strong attacks, Weavile should be out of play. Gigalith has now been frozen solid. Can you believe it? We're just having the worst luck in this battle. So we can't even attack until we have defrosted a little. So the only thing we can do now is just use potions until we are unfrozen, and then try and hit Weavile with a few attacks. Hopefully it doesn't use any boost moves to strengthen its attacks or speed even further. But in reality, it is like a 5-on-5 battle because our Magneton is not really battle ready at all. And our Gigalith almost gets knocked out. We've got 8 HP. We have to use a Hyper Potion ASAP. It seems like we are getting so close to being defeated in this battle. We just need Gigalith to defrost now so it can start using some attacks again. I can't believe we have been frozen solid for this many turns in a row. And finally we have thawed out so we can get an attack in. It's super effective and we've knocked out Weavile. That's it for Zinzolin. He gives us over 10,000 Pokemoney. Zinzolin was a super tough battle. We've got a whole bunch of training to do, that's for sure. These battles are getting harder and harder without putting in some proper training. And now Drayden has given us the DNA splices, which is an item used for the legendary Pokemon Zekrom and Reshiram. And the Shadow Triad all of a sudden appears. I think they try and steal the splices from us and they try and run off. But Drayden says that he's going to chase after them. If they've stolen from us, we'll definitely get the stuff back. But we're going to end things off here. Thanks for watching.